Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I want to talk to you guys about the new Titan subclass coming out, and for those of you who don't know, there's 3 new subclasses coming out in September with the new Taken King DLC, and today I'm breaking down the Titan subclass. Now, yesterday I broke down the Warlock subclass, and the day before that I broke down the Hunter subclass, so if you want to go ahead and see those, be sure to check out my channel. You'll be able to find those videos in the Taken King playlist, as well as all the videos that are to come when more Taken King information gets released. But anyways, let's get into this Titan subclass. Now, the new name of this Titan subclass is called SUNBREAKER, and what it is going to be is your Titan will now have the ability to summon up a flaming hammer. So let's get into the skill tree. First off, we have the grenades. Now, first off, we have the fusion grenade, which is the same as the Sunslinger on the Warlock. And next off, we have the match grenade, and it's a grenade which explosion sends forward burning lines of fire along the ground. So it's just like the Warlock subclass, where you'll be able to throw lightning grenades around. So now certain grenades aren't just limited to certain characters, because you'll have the ability to swap between 3 different subclasses and use almost all of the grenades in the game. Now onto the jumps. You'll have the lift, which is the same standard Titan jump, so it's the same jetpack type jump. Second, we have the increased jump, which is a standard Titan jump again, and increased control is normal, and catapult, which is just all the same jumps as from before. Now onto the super, which is the hammer. It's called the Hammer of Soul, and what this is going to do, it's going to summon a flaming hammer and wreck destruction upon your enemies. Next, we have High Noon, so the higher your health, the more hammers you will throw, and the bigger their impact. So you will have the ability to throw hammers as well as hit people with the hammers. Next off, we have Sun Charge, so you press R1 to hurl yourself forward, crushing enemies that are close. So that's somewhat like a shoulder charge. And finally, we have Conflagration, which will ignite the world, creating sunspots where your Hammer of Soul impacts. So what you're going to be able to do is throw hammers on the ground and be able to smash the ground, and it's going to leave these sunspots everywhere. So anytime enemies walk into these sunspots or are in the radius of them, they will be taking damage. Now onto the melee. The first melee is called Sunstrike, which will ignite your enemies with a heavy strike. Next off, we have Melting Point, which will burn away your target's defense, and they will take more damage from both you and your allies, so you'll be able to buff your teammates as well. Next off, we have Fulminator, which your Sunstrike melee releases a solar explosion on hit, igniting enemies within the blast, kills and create a sunspot around you. So this melee looks pretty awesome. You're going to be able to just melee people. They're going to explode on hit or just be lit on fire. And it's not going to just stop there, because you're going to be able to send sunspots around you and just melee more than one person at a time. So this sounds pretty cool in PvP as well as PvE. And finally, we have the Stroke the Forge, which will natively reduce the cooldown of your Sunstrike melee. Getting a kill blow with the Sunstrike instantly recharges it. So what you're going to be able to do is just run around meleeing all the time, because you can just continuously recharge your Sunstrike. Next off, we have the passive perks. So first off, we have Fleet Fire, which this is going to do is enemies brought down by your fire grant you bonus agility and reload speed for a short time, and this is stack up to 3 times, so this is a lot similar to the Hunter ability. Next, we have Tempering, which your grenade and melee abilities cool down significantly faster with Hammer of Soul is fully charged, so this is kind of like a Warlock when you can pop Radiance and just everything will regenerate a lot faster. Next off, we have Weathered in Flames, which Hammer of Soul lasts longer, and you can gain an overshield when standing in a sunspot. So that looks pretty cool. You're going to be able to use that a lot in PvE, and it's kind of like a Titan bubble as well, because you'll be able to stand in the sunspot and no one will be able to really hurt you, and because you'll have that overshield on. Next off, we have Passive 2, which is a Flame Seeker, and your Hammer of Soul will alter its flight path to seek out your enemies. So this sounds really cool, because you would have a heat-seeking hammer that you can just throw around. This is probably my favorite ability I've seen on any of the subclasses so far. Next off, we have Categorize, which enemies brought down by your fire regenerate your health. So what you're really going to be able to do is just be a complete tank now. With the Titan, you're going to have like almost unlimited health, be able to regenerate health in so many different ways. You'll be able to survive a lot longer, and this sounds like it's going to be really useful in the new raid that's coming out. And finally, we have Wildfire, and what this is going to do is enemies brought down by your hammer explode, damaging and catching over nearby enemies on fire. So let me know what you guys think about these new perks in the comments section down below, and be sure to check out those other 2 videos if you haven't seen them already. Also, be sure to subscribe to keep up with all the Taken King DLC information as it gets released, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.